What is up, guys? It's Gilty here, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. How y'all doing today on this marvelous Monday afternoon? Hope y'all are doing well. I know I am. Today, though we are playing some Killer, we are not just playing any matches of Killer. I do believe we are going to be playing some matches of Killer against the competitive team. How do we get, or how did we get here? Not how do we get here, though I guess one are, past and present in their own right. Yep, I am all ready for you guys to join up. Just going to update the stream title. So to get here, exactly. All right. Type twitch.tv. Well, twitch.com is a little bit different. I don't know if twitch.com brings you to Twitch. Does it actually bring you to Twitch now? Like, for a while, it used to not, if I'm not mistaken. I knew that for, like, a time, it didn't. Yeah, twitch.tv/Gilty. That's how you get here. So I imagine that you guys want to play on the map that we are going to play on. So let's see, what map is that? That's Deadheads, this is Mirage, this is Divine. So this is Wretched Shop in Gas Heaven with Plague and Executioner. I will say I'm probably not going to be the one playing the Plague. So in that case, Gas Heaven it is. With the judge, the jury, the Executioner himself. Throw on the cut coin. And do I want to run Brutal? I will say I actually really did like running Gift of Pain. So I might do that again. Why not? Alright. Don't bully my friends. We'll see about that, Psycho. We'll see about that. It is a bit of an impromptu custom night. The Giraffes team, how do we get here, wanted to get some practice in against my Pyramid Head. And so we're going to bring everything I need to. Of course, the Burn Man painting, Wax Doll, and then this build. I'm half tempted. I'm trying to think of the map that is Gas Heaven. Gas Heaven, Gas Heaven, Gas Heaven. I could bring eyeball ears instead. I'm just trying to think of how good Scourge Hook is going to be, as it's truly dependent on how well our hooks spawn. Why do the hosts not use their stream channels to host the show? What do you mean stream channels? Are you talking about Rugard uses his personal stream or his personal channel? Or are you talking about something different? No, so this is specifically competitive scrim, Frostboy. So unless you are on a competitive team, I think not. But if the question is what I think you're asking, Miss Pac-Man, it is simply to try and get all the viewership into one spot, which is, yeah, if I open Twitch and your icons are lit up, but it takes me to a Guilt-inspired hosting COTF thing. Gotcha. The reason being is not everyone is able to host at the quality that I can, for example. So when I'm hosting, or I am a co-host or host, I'll be streaming it. Versus when Rue's hosting, it's all in one spot. One of the complaints that we got last season was that we did have it in too many spots, that were when we didn't have a, premiere stream, that they didn't want to figure out where to go. And so we decided to have all matches all on one spot. Or if an instance that we can't obviously host multiple, we just have it in one place and don't stream those other matches. There are scrim teams. What that mean? So, what it means, Frostboy, is that this is a competitive team. This is the team called How Did We Get Here? As you can see, some familiar names here with Liz, Shelby, and Giraffe. However, if an instance that you are looking to play a scrim against me, you would want to be a established competitive team. That took me so long to find. Oh, you're fine, you're fine. I honestly do a bit of a bad job of advertising it myself. I should do better in that regard. So it's not just on you. Hello! Are you ready to be judged? Remember not to murder us? I shall not murder you, but I shall judge you nonetheless. Not to mute because too many inputs and agree to Shelby? Sounds good. Sounds good. So like a team that plays to win every day or something? No, not exactly. There, you know, you can have a group of friends that play together and play to win, yes. But that doesn't exactly make a competitive team. Can we still your killer? Steal my killer? What do you mean steal my killer? I actually mean steal. But, yes, so like a group of friends just playing DBD, still pick. Not for this. For the scrim, we're not going to, just for the fact that they want to practice against my Executioner, which is what I'll be playing in this weekend's match of Champions of the Fog. I saw a lot of niche perks. Are perks limited to matches? No, so, like, perks are not limited to matches. However, you're only allowed to bring one of each perk, with the exception of BT. Borrowed Time is the only one where you are allowed 2 in a single match. That's why you see a wide variety of perks. However, I will say certain teams have brought some interesting perk combinations, ones of which we normally don't see. You know, like not bringing Unbreakable or Soul Guard, especially as Noed is very much a common pick. Yeah, they are prevented from bringing the 4 of the same perk, correct. But they aren't, like, prevented from using specific perks like Unbreakable or forced to have off-meta picks. There are specific banned perks, for example, all the Boon Totems. Or Flip-Flop, because Power Struggle is going to be a little bit too powerful. So there are some specific banned perks because of their power level or ability to pretty much just throw caution to the wind in some circumstances. Bring no mither self-care, you won't? Well, unfortunately, self-care is banned, so can't do that. Yo, what's up, Arctic? How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you for all of your help this weekend. And then I'll soon be assigning everyone once again this Wednesday. Which I think I already put the schedule up, right? Yes, I did. Perfect. I need to make sure I do get all of that all set and ready to go. Same with the producers. Perfect. Well, I have until Wednesday. I'll send out some additional reminders. Bring no mither inner strength. Alright. Healing perks are banned? No, healing perks aren't banned, Frost. That's not true. The only healing perk banned is self-care, realistically speaking. I guess Resurgence as well is banned, because Resurgence is actually pretty powerful. Trying to think if there's any other healing perks, but not really. Boon, Circle of Healing, obviously. Only take yellow. Yeah, Boon, Circle of Healing, Self-Care, Resurgence, I think are the main 3 that are currently banned. I don't think there's any reason to ban any others at this point in time. Keywords being this point in time. You never know how behavior decides to buff and or nerf other perks, I do suppose. Couldn't we stay in the same measure? Certain killer perks are good in some ways. Yes, and that's why some of them are banned. Most of the reason why certain perks are banned is either they're A, too powerful, or B, too RNG dependent. So, for example, for Killer, Hex Haunted Ground is banned, And because of the use of Noed and how strong Pentimento can be in certain circumstances, Pentimento is also banned. For all intent and purpose, the biggest things that DBD Comp has tried to limit is RNG and situations where you end up in a lose-lose scenario. So, like, Prove Thyself is banned because unless you get lucky, Prove Thyself is massive amounts of value. No Mither is banned because you, as a killer, are a lot of times forced to take body blocks and thus give free value to the killer with no Mither. Self-Care is banned because of its healing potential. Resurgence banned because of the no-loss equivalent of Resurgence. Like, there's no situation where you lose out on Resurgence value. Especially if you then mix that with, whatchamacallit, Jane's perk. Not Poised. Oh my god, what is her perk called? Can we ban Bounce Landing? No, Bounce Landing will stick. There's no reason to ban Bounce Landing. Solidarity, thank you. Yeah, Resurgence Solidarity combo is actually pretty strong when you think about it. Like, you get unhooked by someone else injured who's taking body blocks, and you heal 2 people for the price of 1. It's pretty nasty. So for the most part, it really is just about either power level or RNG, or situations that disenfranchise the other side by some degree. Whereas if it takes some form of coordination or, you know, forethought into it, then we don't care as much. I love that perks are slightly restricted. Total Sweatfest equals no fun to watch. Yeah, if it were, like, truly unregulated, it would just lead to situations where the killer, for all intent and purpose, were to have no chance unless they were S tier. So, like, Nurse, Spirit, Blight, Artist, Twins in some cases, but yeah. And with COTF, we also have what's called Killer Selection that allows teams to ban certain killers and pick certain killers. I don't think I could take the game so seriously to do a scrim, because personally I joke around a lot. And that's why, realistically speaking, you know, this is, you know, was a favor to Giraffe. And if another team were to also ask, like, hey, can we do a scrim? I'd be like, yeah, sure. You know, we can scrim. I'm available 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and I'll leave Friday as our Swift day, of course, with Dixper. But yeah, no, I personally enjoy scrims. They're a lot of fun. I don't get to practice all too often with my team because they're mainly EU, and so the practices that they hold are mainly from like 2 p.m. to like 4 or 5 p.m. CST, and normally I'm either at work or, as I was today, dying because I might be sick. I don't know. It's been the first time in a long time where I've felt like kind of ill, and it comes on the back of also being told that I was in close proximity to someone who got confirmed for COVID. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm not COVID positive. We'll find out. We'll find out. I've been double, triple vaccinated at this point, so yeah, you know, hopefully I don't have Bovid, you know, the cousin to COVID. That would be bad. But yeah, we'll find out. Frankie and I are still, like, both not feeling well. Tomorrow, we'll probably get a COVID test, just in case. Today was, like, not to be TMI, but I don't really care. Was, like, more or less GI issues. Like, I could not sleep last night, and even today was, like, awful. Whereas, like, if it's the same thing tomorrow, we'll probably get tested. And, like, just to double check, because, like, GI issues are a symptom of COVID exposure, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. But we'll wait and see. Why say a lot word when few do trick? That is true. That is true. Playing pig and can get RPD and can or can't get RPD or meat plant. If you're trying to, offerings are the best bet. Ready for the pain? The pain, Psycho, you say? Well, let's find out. For I'll be the judge, the jury, the executioner of these survivors. So let's see if they can stack up against Mr. Pyramid Head. Either both offerings were played. Oof. Yeah, what's up, Bubba? No, I won't. Alright, let's see, shall we? Oh, you see what I did there, Psycho? I wondered. Had people get mad because I don't cage them until after unhook and get rid of DS. Oh yeah, I mean, that's the smart play. I remember as practice prior to my match this weekend, I went into just a random lobby and I straight up tunneled a Claudette, like, out of the game. I cannot imagine she was too happy. Shelby and Giraffe were witness to that. And, yeah, it was a little bit brutal, because I understand spawn logic with the cages, which means I can kind of abuse that and, like, insta-kill people. This spawn's kind of garbage, but they should spawn over here, and thanks to Shroud of Binding, they should all spawn together. Sure enough, I do see someone right behind this gen that is corrupted. We see the Feng Min. See if anyone else is here. So far, no. So let's continue on Feng Min then, as they are at least a survivor that I am aware of. That there is the Liz, and they are rotating back into the uncorrupted gens, which is good news for me. They will vault this window. I'm All Ears will activate. We might be able to get a hit. A little bit off to the left, I think, but they are holding W for the most part. They are not going to be looping Shack. They drop it, which was a good choice. Otherwise, I would have gone for another attempt. Two people here. That is Giraffe. This is Liz on the L wall. We will get an M1. I'm All Ears. Still has a bit of time on the reset. Scourge Hook Pain Residence is located here, which is really good for me. And here as well. Always good to see those relatively close by to the chase at hand. I do want to get her tormented if at all possible. And since she had Sprint Burst, I can down her without much issue. I'm All Ears is activated. Let's get her here and see what gen they're working on. I want to say it's the one to my left. Then we'll pop this one in front of me. Yep, there it is. Perfect. Pop this out of existence. Check on this. Sure enough, they are back on it. And that is the Jake, which is Shelby with the flashlight. They are going to go towards this pallet. Let's see if they drop it or fake. They fake. Perfect. Let's see if they get tormented. We'll get the hit. And since they ran in front of me, this will be much shorter in distance. Let's do a little fake real quick. That might be Lucky Break. Hold up. I don't know where they went. Yeah, that was Lucky Break right there. Look at you, you sneaky devil. That was very cute. Do you have Dead Hard? Let's see if you do. You do have Dead Hard after all. Good news is there's the Scourge Hook. So very interesting to see that Lucky Break combo. Alright, let's see what gens they're working on. If this is the most progressed, that's fine. And then we can check this gen over here, see if any progression's back on it. There is, so we can once again pop this out of existence. And let's see. So far, nothing over here, though we do see the Feng Min with Sprint Burst on my left. So let's pursue Liz again, as this is going to be their second hook if I get her down. There's I'm All Ears activating. We'll get the hit before the pallet. No drop, which is smart. Will they go for the other side of cars? They will. I'm tempted to go for an M2 hit here, but I'm not going to for the time being. Let's see if they try and take a body block. Not smart against me, because I will M2 you down. Is there a Scourge Hook nearby? There is not. Unfortunate, if you kind of see where all of our Scourge Hooks are, they're all in a line. So let's go back to Repressed Alliance. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to have to ignore that gen and give it to them. The two gens with the most progress are going to be right here and here. Take a listen. No progress, which means they're over here. That there is a Nia. So let's pop this out of existence. And then go for chase. I do see what looks to be potentially two set of scratch marks. So chances are that they will be nearby. Let's get a hit on Giraffe. This will be good, as we have yet to hook Giraffe. And so they are worth 3 points in Champions of the Fog. Our I'm All Ears is activated. So we get that information. Looks to be no life. We know they do not have Dead Hard, as Shelby did. We'll get the down before the vault, so we don't have to go to the other side. Ideally hooking them prior to a gen popping off. There's Jake on that gen. The gen on the far left there also had a decent amount of progress, so that is going to be a bit of an issue. We're going to see at least one gen pop off here. Jake falls off, that's good, and that'll be the gen that got repressed earlier. Let's go for Shelby here. Remember that they do have Dead Hard. And this pallet is down. We'll get the hit. And looks like Giraffe does have second wind, as they are broken off of the hook, and I do not think that was a deliverance. We'll find out in just a few moments. If it does stick for longer and they don't get healed, then that will indeed be a second wind. And once again, here comes the Dead Heart. We'll swing around the corner, and we're going to cage. Based on that gen's still regressing. They should have been caged over here. They are indeed. I'm actually going to move this cage, funny enough. I'm going to do this very purposely, in fact. This will slow down their death timer, but that's fine. Hi, friend. How you doing? Bye, friend. So now they're going to end up in that corner where the gen just popped off. So we're going to now go there. And we see the scratch marks, there's the pause, and the unhook. Excellent. So now we're going to tunnel out Jake. Hi, friendo. No decisive strike for you. Do you remember that they might have Dead Hard up? Emerald Ears activates. And a little bit off to the left. Now they are over this side and right at that corner. May have moved when they heard the Punishment of the Damned activate. Good stuff. Potentially trying to get their Dead Hard up. Will vault again. That's the second vault on that window. They do get tormented, and without Dead Hard, I don't think it'll matter. Even with Dead Hard, still don't think it will. They've done 2 gens, but Shelby will die, and the gen at the most progress will get regressed by 15 seconds. I'm going to bet it's the gen on the far left that they had been working on. No, it's the one on the right instead. The far left still has not been touched up. That is surprising. This one is still regressing, and we see scratch marks diving onto this gen to potentially repress it. There is Meg and Giraffe. Let's go for Meg here, as Meg has yet to be hooked, so they are the best option from a point perspective. They do not have Dead Hard, as Shelby had that prior, so we'll get the down. And let's put them on for a Scourge Hook for another 15% off of the most progressed gen. No one on the gen. That was the gen that was repressed, which means that one over there is at less progression in comparison. Let's see where that is at. We see that it's not well progressed, and we see Giraffe here, but I want to say that we also saw Liz here as well. I could be mistaken, though. Nope, we did. I was correct. Will they go for the pallet? They do not. I think I can still hear them. So we'll get the hit through the firecracker. And Emerald Ears is up and active in the instance that they go for the window. They do not. And probably a little bit off there to the right. Ooh, they actually went pretty far back, so that's why that missed. We see Meg has been unhooked, and we're just going to commit here. Unfortunately, there are no Scourge Hooks in this area, so we're not going to be able to get any passive gen regression. We see that they avoid the window, and we'll take it down. Alright. Like I said, no Scourge Hooks, so chances are we might see a gen get popped off, but that's okay, as there are now only 2 left. You've learned that you hate Dead Hard? Yeah, I want to say against, like, in comp for the most part, you're going to see it weighted out unless it's, like, the first time in use. You'd rather have life, that's fair. No progress on that gen, so let's check this. And we do indeed see the Meg. Let's pop the gen real quick first. And we see them back in this tile. You see the Shadow here. And get the hit with Punishment of the Damned. And the best thing that they could do here... Actually, Meg has 2 hook states in her, so realistically speaking, they're not going to be able to do much. They could go for the window. If they do, they die. If they don't, they die. Alright, let's pick you up. And honestly, the best thing that How Do We Get Here can do at this point is to sit on a gen, as I'm going to hook over by Shack and wait for Hatch. I hear that they were on Hill. That was not a gen I was expecting them to be on, to be honest. But we do see scratch marks going back around Truck, and we are going to pursue Chase. The best thing that they can hope for is for Jiggly Jello to suicide on Hook and attempt to go for Hatch. Okay, Giraffe did go back around, I see now. There's the suicide and what looks to be a sprint burst, so we can't hit them. Now, they have to go all the way around, and so I think I'm going to just try and cut them off here. They get it before I do. Yeah, the best thing I should have done, knowing what that plan was to just sit at Shack, but I thought I could potentially get them down beforehand. Good job. I want to say, how many hooks was that? Did I hook Giraffe once? Yeah, I think I hooked Giraffe once. You did? I'll take that win. Alright, not bad at all. I think it was 10, yeah, I think I only hooked Giraffe once there. So I could have gotten an additional 3 points from hooking Giraffe once more into the progression, and they got 2 points. So I think that was 21 to 2, and then they completed 3 gens, so that's 6, 21 to 8 would be the score there, if I remember correctly. But not bad, that was a fun one. Not sure how much value I'm All Ears really gave me there, to be honest, so I'm debating taking that off. Trying to think for, like, the sake of the map what else I'd use on it, like maybe Scourge Hook's, Scourge Hook Pain Resonance instead. Could run Deadlock, though. Deadlock kind of interferes with, like, Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, unfortunately. As if it is locked down, then Scourge Hook will not activate, which is a bit of a pain. So, hence why I might not do that. So, today's stream, at least for right now, is going to be some competitive practice against, How Do We Get Here, which is basically our community's Dead by Daylight competitive league, as you'll see Liz, Shelby, Giraffe, and other familiar faces. So Jiggly's gone for them now. And we're good. And obviously we also have Travesty joining as well. Brutal Strength isn't bad, but there's hit or miss on the pallets. Like I said, Deadlock is fun, but can be counterintuitive with Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. Yeah, what's up, Simple? How you doing today, my friend? Hopefully doing well. Eruption does work well with Pop and Pain Resonance, surprisingly. So we could go for, like, some really heavy gen regression. You think I should run Monster Shrine? Force Penance, I don't think I need to worry about too much, as I will end up punishing body blocks with M2s. Just hanging with a friend in Discord? Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Well, hopefully you're having a good time. Groom Brace actually is not, like, a horrible idea. It is actually a pretty punishing perk if you do want to get someone out of the game. What else? Obviously, there's always Noah, but I don't feel like I need to use that, to be honest with you, on Pyramid Head of all killers. Maybe if it's like another M1, then potentially. Jolt would not be ideal, as a lot of times we're going to be down with M2s. Though a lot of times recently I've been faking a lot, so maybe not. What else? Sloppy Butcher, I'd just rather play Gift of Pain. What's a good Trickster build? Personally, I still like Corrupt, Pop, Scourge Hook, and Iron Maiden. Though there's some argument to be made for a Bamboozle, so that way on some of the rougher loops, you're going to be a bit better off. I would say if you want like a really good build from someone who really plays a lot of Trickster, Little Root Guard would be an excellent choice to check in with. Surveillance wouldn't work as well with the Executioner. Zenji Tactics is a no. So yeah, I think it's between Brutal, Deadlock, Eruption, Little Rugard. Let me give him a shout out real quick, because, I mean, you should, if you stop by COTF, you should know him pretty well. Let me just do this real quick. Little Rugard. He is COTF's primary host. I don't know if he'll be live today, but if he is. The A, the double letter? Yes, indeed. Oh. Yep, that's the one. So it is double A. Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain, Brutal Strength, Eruption, I think are the main choices. I guess also Grim Embrace. Grim Embrace, like I said, is pretty nasty. And can slow down the match quite significantly. But I wonder what procs first. If an instance I hook on a Scourge Hook, I'm just curious. Just for the sake of being curious, I'm actually interested. If I hook the 4th Survivor on a Scourge Hook, what activates first, Grim Embrace, or does the most progressed gen first get regressed by 15%? You'll be streaming tomorrow? Gotcha. Yeah, his stream schedule isn't as consistent as mine, but to be fair, I feel like I stream more than most. So, that is a thing. Basically, streaming for me is like the equivalent of a second job of how much I stream. 8 hours of COTF on weekends, or rather 16 hours in total, and then an additional 20, so roughly 28 hours plus. Alright, but yeah, we'll try out Grim Embrace and see how well that works out, I guess. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I'm, like, feeling well. It's one of those moments right now where I'm like, do I feel alright? Do I not feel alright? I really can't say. Someone said in COTF chat, the beard is overtaking. Yeah, just a little bit. I do need to get it at least shaped up a little bit, some of those split ends. Trimmed off. But other than that, I'm liking the bushiness. Alright, let's see. And now we wait for how did we get here? Pyramid Head, what do you think of what's going on? He thinks that he wants to put people in cages. I think that's what he thinks. Why do you have so far behind? I'm so tired, but I want to watch stream. I know. Unfortunately, time zones are not exactly the most conducive of things when it comes to wanting to watch or do things. We need more Pyramid Head skins? I'd be down for that. Do I think it's going to happen anytime soon? Probably not, as they are an IP killer. He says, he wants a sandwich, so hold on, I'll be right back. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright. One thing I like about this skin is I like all the, like, jagged edges that basically have spawned off from being infected by the blighted serum. It's one of those little details. What other skins are there? I guess to be fair, I only have the default as I don't really care for the others right now. He is very spiky. You got a few spikes and pointed edges. I do like they still call back to some of the other blighted characters with, like, the vine coming in there. The Pustula petal, which Blight gets his blighted serum from. Wish I could see his knife a bit better in the custom lobby screen, but I cannot. Also, what number is that? Number... is that 18? No, 182... is that 2? 1822? Test subject number 1822. What absolutely boinky sponge. Doting on Pyramid Head again, are we? What charm should I put on him? Been a while since I've taken a look at any of these. Oh, I completely forgot about the other event charms that I got. Right. Things change except this. Fair. Any that I really like for Pyramid Head. I like to stay, like, thematic. But I think there's only, like, a few. Like, this one here, the Seal of Metatron, which is thematic for Pyramid Head. I don't think there's really any others, though, however. Yeah, I don't believe so. When did they add that one? Freaking, VHS porn for, the clown. Criminy. Yes, just the charm we all need. Good old VHS porn. Putting, that one on Pyramid Head. What, the VHS porn or the Metatron? Tale of the Priestess, that there would be the Plague. I'm trying to think if there's any others for Pyramid Head. I don't think so, though. Inferno, Gift Hatch, Neocrow, Entity Abstract. Our Metatron and Pride Flag. Gotcha. Blood Moon, Glyph, Pulp Horror, the Flower. Kind of does make sense since I do run Blighted Pyramid Head. Gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, back again we go to the Gas Heaven. See how this turns out with the Grim Embrace. This is a bit more of an experimentation. Cheeky screams before Saturday, I see. Indeed, indeed, my friend. Just saying, if Pyramid Head asked, I'm willing to leave it all behind. Wasn't even a question there, Alex. Wasn't even a question. Alright, alright. But yeah, having a good old time doing some scrims against How Do We Get Here, seeing how this goes. First match went pretty well. I think it was 21-8. 21-8 was the final score. Probably could have brought it down to, what, 24-6, but I misplayed. Yo, what's up, Baker? Though I will eventually spin the Wheel of Killer, for now we are doing some scrims with How Do We Get Here. Giraffe, Shelby, Liz, and others. Dead by Daylight competitive team who are participating in Champions of the Fog. But how are you doing today? Hopefully doing well. Getting, have 2-year-old son, Pyramid Head asked, no longer exists to me. Alright, back on Gas 7. We pretty much have the same spawn as last time, so chances are they'll be over here to the right or behind that car pile there. Let's take a look-see. And so far, no sign. So my estimation would be on the other side of the car pile. So far, nothing. Now, could they be waiting out Corrupt? They could, but we do see a friend here over in the middle. Looks to be an ace by chance. And it looks like he's going to be trying to go to main building. Question of the day. Do you want to chase him at main building? Maybe not. We do hear this gen over here and a wayward Nia. Let's get a hit. There are the firecrackers in their hands. Let's be aware of that. They do have a pallet. But we'll go to Shack. They have window on right. Let's see where they go. They do not run for window. Instead, they're going to run towards the corrupt zone. We do see 2 people there. Really good job at cranking that out, I will say. Was that a dead hard? Yeah, sorry. Pallets not work against me. And let's get you up. I see you attempting there, Shelby. Don't even try. Let's try and get you on the Scourge Hook. If they do take a body block, however, we are going to be in a bit of trouble, as this is a bit of a dangerous play. In fact, even without it, they might still get off my shoulder. Alright, we got Regression, and Grim Embrace now has a stack. They did actually play around Scourge Hook Pain Residence by letting go of the gen prior to the hook, so good job on their part for not giving me a lot of information. Now, there's a Scourge Hook behind main, which is good news for me. We're going to get the hit on Ace. He will then go for the vault, which we will join him on. That did not give me a noise notification, I don't think, so potentially quick and quiet. And that was a bit of distance, so potentially a life as well. He will go back for that vault again. And I thought he was going to hesitate, but I guess not. He'll replay main. I think that I'm going to ignore. Yeah, for good reason. A little bit too far to the right. Had a right idea, but poor execution. Travesty has been caught with our Torment, which we can make use of later. And let's get the hit on the Fang Min. Go for pallet. And I think we cut her off at front door, since she went around. And we do get some good distance here. No dead hard, so we'll get the down. 2 gens in so far. They are definitely playing a lot more efficiently. I think we can get to this hook behind main for Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, and this will be our second stack of Grim Embrace on top of which gives us, ideally, some information. That is Jake on the Scourge Hook gen, and we do see some scratch marks over by Shack as well. No progress there, but a survivor was there as well. I think that was Ace. And that there is Jake. A little bit ahead, it looked like. Bye, Alex. Do I think basement trapper is a dirty way to play? No. At the end of the day, it is completely reasonable for you to play to your outs. There's the vault by Jake. And now I'll be going for the pallet. We'll bait and take the hit. They vault again. No, I'm all ears. And it is possible that Shelby's still using things like the dead hard. Won't matter though. I could have sworn with the barrel sound that there's another survivor nearby. But unfortunately, we kind of got caught off there. We're closer than to where Giraffe was, so I think we do end up getting this hook. Grim Embrace may have been the right choice here, as we might have to camp someone to death, potentially. That there is Ace, which is Travesty. Let's see what they do here, if they commit to the gen. They did run out, and that is potentially a Deliverance or a Second Wind on Shelby. Ace will bring you back over to where the active gens are. Yep, we are playing on Gas Heaven this Saturday, indeed, indeed. One of the 2 maps, however. I think not. Once again, pallets don't exactly work out all too well on me. And so, though we were chasing Ace, we will instead go for the Fang Min. That gen does have a bit of progress, but thankfully she is running over towards the Scourge Hook. So let's see if we can make this work. I think I heard other footsteps, but none coming in for the flashlight save. So let's go over to the Scourge Hook and try and get them. If I do want a Grim Embrace, though, we do need to go for Ace. Let's keep that in mind. With Shelby now, without their broken stats effect, we will go for them, since they have already been on hook once, and are going towards where our Scourge Hook does exist. A little bit caught up by the wall there. Will they go for the pallet up ahead? No, they're going to go for the window. There it is. And that does look to be a life, so they did trade for Dead Hard. So, someone else has Dead Hard we have not yet seen. We'll get them down. And then go for the Scourge Hook Pain Resonance. That's fair, that's fair. At the end of the day, you know, life comes first, DVD comes second. So that there is where Ace is. And we do want to get him on a hook soon to try and slow down the game with Grim Embrace. Otherwise, it will be a bit of a waste of a perk, I do think. So let's head over here then. Trying to get them off the gen temporarily so we can go for the pop. Try and slow down the game. We do see Repressed Alliance here as well. Both gens are pretty well progressed, I have to say. So that is troubling. If we leave them to their own devices, this could potentially spell the end. There is Ace. If they play smart, however, we'll be in trouble. Giraffe is attempting to body block for Ace. He'll vault. She'll go to pallet. Trying to see if I could fake him there. I did. And we'll get the hit on Ace. You'll continue running. Potential that he has Dead Hard if we have yet to see it. Hopefully it goes over to the back of main, where there is a Scourge Hook. Potential Dead Hard, potential change in where he went. There's one gen down. I'm fearful that we will see the second in just a few moments. LT wall here. We need to get this down ASAP. Show the red light. He does the fake to the T wall. And I think they'll get this last gen. We'll get that down, but I don't think it'll matter, especially with Adrenaline, as he does get back up. Though, will be to no real benefit, I don't think, as he doesn't have anything here. Remember that I do think he has Dead Hard, but won't get to use it. Yeah, Grim Embrace, like I said, if we had gotten a bit earlier, then maybe we would have been fine, but now it really just gets us aura reading on where the Fang Min is at. And we see her at main. Honestly, I think the best thing that we can do here is keep him here and kill him off and give the 3-man out, as that will get us an additional 2 for a 8-hook game with 3 escapes. And I'm pretty sure with an 8-hook game, everyone's been hooked twice with the exception of one. I'm trying to think who. That's 2. And there's the third. So yeah, one of them was hooked once. 2 were hooked twice, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points on the escapes. Plus 10, so they get 14 in comparison to what I got, which was 8. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 19 to 14. So pretty close. Pretty close as far as points are concerned. That definitely went a lot better for them. 19 to 14, I think, in my favor. Yeah, 19 to 14 sounds right, because 2 were on Death Hook, 1 was not, so that's 4 for escape. So they at the very least got 14. 6 for ace. 11, 16, 19. Yep, so it was 19 to 14, my favor. Yeah, Grim Embrace, unless you do get that 4th hook, does not really do all too much. So you really need to dedicate yourself to spreading the hook states, otherwise it is detrimental and a waste of a hook, perk in the long run. So unless you're really confident, or the survivors play into you. Alternatively, what could we use? Like we said, Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain is an option. But you know what I want to try, actually? Let's try for Eruption. I'm kind of curious on seeing how much regression this will result in. In certain scenarios, we'll see Eruption pop a single gen for 6%, then 15% on Scourge Hook Pain Residence, which could result in 21%, in addition to 25 for 46%. So almost 40 seconds worth, if an instance it works out in the most ideal of circumstances. But we'll see. I'm gonna experiment a little bit. Otherwise, I'll probably stick with either I'm All Ears, Brutal Strength, or Gift of Pain, since we're already using Scourge Hooks. And you might as well get some value for the 1-2 punch. Alright, alright. Well, at the very least, we can know from last game, Shelby changed from Dead Hard to Life. I'm pretty sure, though I didn't check, Trasty had Dead Hard instead. And then, I think, off the top of my head, I don't know who else had what. But overall, pretty good match. There's an argument to be made that maybe I should have tried to find Fang Min or Jake earlier on to kill them off, but they stay pretty squarely out of my line of sight. Whereas Giraffe and Ace were in front of me on multiple occasions, probably by design, or just by bad luck on my part. I will say, a lot of times they did stay off gens when Scourge Hook Pain Residence happened, so that was pretty smart on their end. That meant that they did not give me additional info to how many survivors were on a singular generator. Just that the gen had the most progress, which is very smart. Very smart on their end. It's a bit of a counterplay. I guess I could also try out Deadlock instead of, like, Eruption, for example. But we'll try out Eruption right now and maybe Deadlock next match to see how that works out. Alright, alright. We're using Pinhead plus Legion, right? Let me take a look. For that match, which is 8B, you guys are using Oni and Legion. Oni on Wretched Shop and Legion on Gas Heaven. And then Sample Text, which is my team, is running Plague on Wretched Shop with me on Gas Heaven. Hence why we're currently practicing Gas Heaven. What division is Mirage in? Let's see. So they're in Division B. Mirage is 2 and 4. Perfect. Alright, just send a Discord message real quick. Alright, I'm on your team. Yes. Though I don't think... I don't think we've, like, been in a VC yet, have we? Like, I was pretty sure, like, I'm pretty sure you're on my team. But no, that's why I was confused by the mention of Legion. I think you might be thinking of the week after? Potentially? Because we're not running Legion, this coming week. Just Plague and Pyramid Head. Last week, but you're working? Yeah. Unfortunately, practices are a little bit too early in the day for me. You have Dead Hard? Or you're dead? Yeah, it's a bit of a misplay there by Liz. And we do have a Scourge Hook over here by this hook. Now remember that we have a Eruption pop in Scourge Hook, so this is going to be a lot of regressing of gens. This did indeed have the most progress and is now regressing. Let's go and chase with the Jake. Bait that out, and we will get the M1 hit. They're gonna go back to pallet. Let's see what comes of this. And we'll go to main, potentially an overcome there as they made some decent distance. We'll get the down, and we do need to now see where the Scourge Hooks are. Yeah, that is the hard part. That is the hard part. No doubt about that. They do get the unhook. We did not get an eruption, though, as the gen they were working on had not been touched. Let's see what happens here. I mean, it's actually pretty smart on their end, as that means that I'm not able to pop it. However, we can pop this out of existence, though I now also hear other survivors. Let's go right into chase with the ace. No pallet here. I wasn't sure, hence why I did that, just in case. Good play on your part. And good dodge there as well. Let's just pop this out of existence while we have the time. And lay a bit of a trap with our eruption as well. Let's see if they're healing underhook. And see who it might be. It is Jake. Who's the other one, though? Liz. Let's go for Liz, then. And see if we can get them tormented. If so, we could potentially try and kill them outright. I'm not sure if that was a fire barrel or additional footsteps. Bit of a whiff there, unfortunately. They probably ran forward and left. That's exactly what they did. I would like to get this down ASAP, but they're making some good distance, this time I think with potentially life. Yeah, I need to kind of fire off one way or another. Look at the down, and there's Eruption. Alright, unfortunately, did not get tormented, which is a bit of a problem for me. I was hoping to just kill them, but now we're going to have to either try and eat through a DS, potentially, or to simply play around it. The next time we see Liz, we want to kill them. Eruption is about to be up, and let's pop this and erupt it as well. Let's see. I hear additional work on that gen there. You see the shadow. We'll get that on giraffe. And looks like they're back here. Do a little bit of mind game. Firecracker and down. And there is a damage generator off of Eruption. Let's take a look around for Scourge Hooks, and we do have one over here. They will, however, still get that gen. We do see Jake. Once again, we do want to go and kill off Liz. This was the gen with the most progression, which is really good news for me, as that progression is now no progression. Good dodge there by Shelby, seeing that it's firing off to the left and goes to the right. We do see what looks to be an ace going for the unhook as we speak. There's the unhook. And if he attempts to body block, it will not work as well as they might hope. Giraffe does not get tormented. And that was unfortunate, as that was not a good body block by Ace, which should tell me that Giraffe also does not have a DS. Let's find out. No DS, so we will hook on the Scourge Hook, find out what gen is currently being worked on. Far corner, and I think that was Feng Min, if I'm not mistaken. Let's start heading over that way so we can pop and erupt it potentially. There is Liz. Let's pop erupt it first, so we can get some regression going and then go for Liz. We're going to cut them off on the right towards the shack, if that's where they're going. That is exactly where they're going. Perfect. I hear that gen being worked on. That's fine by me. We'll bait that out and get the hit. Scourge Hook right there, so we won't be far from it. And I don't think we need to kick that at this moment in time, as if that is the most progressed gen, then Scourge Hook will regress it accordingly. Okay. Liz just holding W for dear life, it would seem. And we'll just box him out of that, and get the down accordingly. So that gen fully regressed. Now there was a second survivor here, I do want to point out. Looks like they ran over that way, however. I was just a little bit concerned that they might have had a flashlight. Scourge Hook over here, and they are down to 1 gen remaining, I do want to point out. Let's get Scourge Hook. I was hoping to slow down the game, but unfortunately not possible. In which case, we now just want to find Ace. That would be the game plan here. Find Ace, kill him off, will get us the most points, and rob them of the most as well. We do not see anyone there, and we have some really good exit gate spawns. So we can kind of wait out until they are forced to bait us. And we see scratch marks over here with Giraffe. Giraffe is actually not who we want to go for. We instead want... This is Jake. Yeah, so it looks like they're playing smart here and are trying to keep Ace away. I think they're going to just vault here and try and get to the exit gate with the Lithe. Makes sense, as it should be about open. They do get that open. We're just going to have to shoot here. We hit Giraffe, but not Shelby. Ace is nowhere to be seen. He could be going for the exit gate or the hatch. Pretty much it's a GG one way or another. So, good job on that play. Yeah. We probably should have gone for Giraffe there, but the hope was to go for Ace. Appearance power is 50% mind game. Yes, it is very mind game heavy, but GG, well played. So let's see. That is 3 points for Ace escaping, 10 points for the gen, so 13 there alone. I think so. There was so 13 points for Ace and gens. I forget if Giraffe was on second hook or first hook. I don't remember off the top of my head, however, so I can't remember the exact points. At the very least, I got 6. I want to say it may have been second stage for Giraffe, but I forget. Well, it's things like if I'm not paying attention through and through, I at the very least know with certainty Liz was dead. That much I do know. Yeah, Eruption once again. Do we have score on that one? Not off the top of my head. You might have to look back at the VOD, because I forget how many times I hooked you and Giraffe. I know that I didn't hook Ace, which means that you guys at a minimum got 13 points for 3 points with escape and 10 points with the gens. We're doing some scrims right now, so yes. Let's take off Eruption and try out Deadlock, see how that goes. But yeah, I forgot how many times I hooked you in Draft. I want to say at least one each. I want to say one of you may be on Death Hook. Alright, alright. Trying to think of what else I could have done there. Better to have at least one person spectate to count exact points. Yes and no in its own right. Like, it's not necessary. The benefit really comes down to the practice itself and not who would win or lose, right? At least in my opinion. It's just the benefit of practicing against, you know, the killer, coming up with strategies against certain perks, coming up with general strategies for the match. Because, like, it doesn't matter what the points end up being for scrims, because what really matters is the points for the match itself in the long run. The points may or may not be indicative of what the final result might be, but by no means would it be a one-for-one prediction. Because it was a 21-8 match first, 19-14 on the second. And I could probably, like, look back at the VOD and, like, calculate really quickly, but a minimum of 13 points for them. Well, and a maximum of what? 13, 16, 19, maximum of 19 points. And I don't remember how many hooks I got. I could actually calculate and figure out really quickly. Says we won the last one, I think. Let me find out real quick. I can literally look at what my last my total hook states were and tell you. I had 6, 3 on Liz. Yeah, 3 on Liz, 1 on, let's say, you, and 2 on Shelby. So that would mean 13, including Ace's escape. Let's say 14 with Shelby's escape. And then 16... Would it be 16 if your escape? No. 13. 14. 15, 16. Would it be 16 points for the escape? Yeah, 16 points for the escape. To my 3, 6... 5, yeah, 3, 6, plus 2 would be 8, plus 6 would be 14. So yeah, it'd be 16-14 then, with you guys winning by 2 points. Yes, that'd be correct. 16-14, you by 2 points. Yep. Yeah, no, you'd be correct, based on the hook states. I can calculate that. Sounds good, sounds good. Alright, and I finally got my tea. It is very hot, mind you. Alright, got 7 once again, and we spawned over here, which should mean that they spawned over by Shack, and sure enough, turn left, and there are the survivors. Because Gas 7 has some of the most consistent spawn logic in all of DBD, in my opinion, and I absolutely love it for that. Just check behind this tree as I thought I saw someone. This person's scratch marks are pretty well faded, so it would suggest they may have had sprint burst. There's Giraffe there. I do want to point out someone's here. That is Liz. Let's go for them and get a hit. And this time we are running the good old Deadlock. See how well that works, and if it really does hinder me from using Scourge Hooked Pain Residence. This could be a balanced landing. Tried to hit before they got the speed boost, but we're a little bit behind. We now have the Ace and Liz. Let's hit Liz, and let's just try and get a love tap on Ace, methinks. I was seeing if that he would try and fake my direction, but he did not. So I'll go back for Liz, get the pickup, and try to go for Scourge Hook and or Pop. Only problem is I didn't see any Scourge Hooks nearby. Closest one is behind here, so we'll go for it, but I fear that Deadlock will activate, blocking the gen from the Scourge Hook, and thus in addition to Pop. We hear multiple gens being worked on though, so... don't hear them working on that one anymore, however. Sounds like they may have gotten off momentarily. Let's go back to this and pop this just for some general regression. We did see Jake, and I do think that someone will go back for the unhook on Liz in just a few moments. Sure enough, it is Jake, potentially suggesting that Shelby has a deliverance and or one of the two BTs. We'll both go in here. I'm gonna go for a Liz, however. Remember that they have balanced landing, so they will go for the hill. They need to drop off the back and not to the left or the right, and they are well aware of that. They give me too much distance though, and we will get the down. Unlike last time, we were able to get it. Now we do see a Shelby here with a flashlight, so let's not ignore that fact. Let's get the hit since we baited out the pallet. I was hoping to get them back into Shack, but no dice. No pallet here, so we're good. We'll get the down. And let's get you up for a Scourge Hook. Deadlock has activated, so let's see how Deadlock interacts at this point in time. Either they have no gens with any progress, or Deadlock just is going to override Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, unfortunately. We might be able to take our time here on this hook to guarantee the value. Perfect. So now that got regressed by 15%. It's a little bit funky to work around that, but someone coming off my shoulder takes roughly 16 seconds. So that's something that we can work with. We'll go for Ace to try and guarantee that we can get as much value out of these survivors as possible. We had a... Ooh, hold on. Giraffe is here as well. Now this could be a bit of a snowball, methinks. Good dodge there by Ace. Mind game on the L wall. Sorry, that's the T wall, not even the L. Let's see what he does here. Alright, now we're on the L wall. No more Dead Hard, and with Bloodlust, we will get the down accordingly. Shelby used Deliverance, so they are going to be a non-target from you until the Broken Stats effect is over, and we'll bring our friend here over to the Scourge Hook. We also do see Shelby here, and they have touched the gen, suggesting that they no longer have a decisive strike. Not to mention that their Broken Stats effect is now off, so we will indeed go for Shelby. Forgot to reroll? Nope. So as a reminder, since we are doing our scrims right now, we are only practicing with this killer. We're not doing the Wheel of Killer right now since this is comp scrim. How do we get here? Asked that I used the killers that I'll be using against them for the match. So we'll do the spin of the wheel eventually, just not right now. It takes 16 seconds for them to get off my shoulder. Do we get to the Scourge Hook? This might be a little bit daring, I will not lie. And for that, I might suffer. Yeah, like I thought. Unfortunate. getting a bit greedy there. They have life, remember that fact. So they are bound to go for the window. And this will allow me the ability to go for the Scourge Hook. A little bit of an inconvenience, but the end result ends the same. As long as they don't get a gen before I get the Scourge Hook. Alright. Yeah, I should have played a little bit more reserved and gone for the normal hook, honestly. We'll see if it pays off for me or for them in the long run. Scratch marks heading towards here. That appears to be Giraffe and appears to be the Ace. One for Press Alliance, and this looks to be the Ace, who we have gotten a hook on before. And I think it might be Giraffe at this point. Yeah, altruism will kill. Altruism will kill. It's why whenever NOED pops up, in my opinion, the best thing you can do is take out the vault, is use those however long that person on hook for in order to guarantee a cleanse. We'll get the down on Ace. Now, we could do one of a few things here, but I want to make sure that I get a Scourge Hook going. So let's hook over here, and then we could potentially ignore Ace's DS with our punishment of the final judgment, rather. Alright, since Pop is up, let's also pop here. And we do see the Jake. We have hooked Jake before. Remember that is Lithe. We'll instead probably try and vault from the inside or go for pallet. We do get the hit. Now they do also get the momentum boost from the Lithe, however. And they move to our left. Let's continue chasing them, I think. They will drop pallet. I was thinking they'd drop pallet for distance, but they did not. They go back through. But that was a little bit predictable on their end. It was a good move, though. I mean, that was smart. That would force me to go around the pallet and would take longer. Deadlock is activated, so we're not going to see any regression from Scourge Hook. Hence why I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Deadlock Scourge Hook being used together for that exact reason. We do know that gen is the most well progressed. I think if I am using Deadlock, I need to take off Scourge Hook, unfortunately. But let's wait here and pop it. They split the gens pretty well. We do here work here, and that is Giraffe, who I do not believe I have hooked yet. So let's go for Giraffe then. As this will maximize my points and at least guarantee me the 2k. Good bait. I thought they were committing, but apparently not. There's the vault. And there's the T-wall fake. We will get the hit, however. Let's see if they double up on the gen by truck, and if Giraffe could potentially have an adrenaline. I'm not sure what exhaustion perk they have, mind you. We'll fake that out, and no adren. Unfortunately, I can't M2 strafe anymore, but we will get the down. And I think we just opt to go for the camp 2k, leaving both on second stage. Is probably the right idea here. Yep, we see that already opened. We don't see any progress here, so I think we just wait at that point. Which would be fine with me. Because if they escape, the 2 get 2 points in addition to the 10, so that's 12. And then I'd be able to calculate my points from there. So I think this is A-okay. Be what, 6, 12, 15, 18, 22 to 2? 22 to 2. Yep. Or sorry, 22 to 12. Yeah, there we go. 22 to 12. Which would be okay with me. Yep, there goes Travesty. There goes Liz. So that there will result in 22 to 12. Not bad at all. So, a 10-point difference. Definitely not too shabby. Yeah, I'm not sure about Deadlock, though. Like, I like it as a general perk, and it is very good at, like, passive gen slowdown. However, it just gets in the way of Scourge Hook. So, like, if I were to use it, I would have to go off of Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance, onto something else instead. We could do, like, Gift of Pain instead. That would be an option. But I don't know. Stop finding me first. You know, it's a thing. It is the curse. There's always someone I find first. What else would I want to use? He said Brutal is an option. Pummel Ears was okay. Deadlock was an option. Embrace was an option. We could go with, like, No Way Out, but usually that's not going to be all too great. Let's just try Gift of Pain and go from there. Let's do this. We're not doing the wheel right now. No, not when we're doing scrims, Frost. Just because they specifically want to play against my Executioner. So it would not be beneficial for them to play against another killer at this point in time, as they want to prepare for this weekend's match. But after done with scrims, then we will more than happily do so. So our main boy for the day is going to be, whatchamacallit, Wraith. If we're not spinning the wheel, or you guys aren't requesting a specific killer, we'll be playing a Wraith boy. Yes, you did pretty well in that. I thought you had committed and then you dipped to the right, so I was like, well. Also, I need to know, what was Shelby's reaction on the M2 hit at the back of main? Because that was perfect. It's like, okay, I know where they're gonna be. She was impressed you hit that? Fair enough. And I was like, okay, you know, I was surprised they didn't drop the pallet the first time that we went around main. And then I was like, okay, I think I know what they're gonna do now. I heard the pallet drop, I'm like, perfect. Boom. Alright. Yeah, making sure that I'm definitely being a lot more patient with my M2s to guarantee that they get a hit. Only on a few occasions that I ever miss. So, very happy about that. Do you ever get, like, a new mug or something, and, like, it's definitely been washed out, but still has that, like, new mug taste? Kind of hate it. Frankie got me a new mug from Starbucks, and it definitely has that new mug taste. I'm like, eh. I was impressed he hit that. Oh, yeah, no, it looks really nice. I do enjoy it. It just has that new mug taste. I'm like, no, thank you. Just smells like the insulation, which it does really well. Didn't think you could through the slant. Yeah, as long as basement isn't there, I can. He went to Starbucks and got me nothing. I feel offended. I was wrong, indeed. Yeah, as long as it's flat ground, it can go through any object. Even on some occasions, it can go through certain vertical spaces, but few and far between. Like Father Campbell's Chapel, the wagon. Trying to figure out what my perk of choice is. Watched it, just not well enough, I guess. No, I think it wasn't even like you didn't watch it well enough. I think it literally is just the fact that, like, new mug. While you're here, Frankie, I wasn't going to message you for it, but while you're here, you mind grabbing me, like, a proper, like, glass? Not a glass, but you know what I'm talking about, a tea mug. The new mug smell? Yes, the new mug smell. It is not fantastic. Like, if you were to come and smell the top, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. It smells like manufactured plastic, which it is, to be fair. Is it different from the other ones you've gotten? Because I haven't experienced that the other ones. That's a strange part to me. Is it different plastic? Maybe that's why. Oh, thank you. Whereas the tea is perfectly fine. The tea doesn't smell like the mug. Oh, my word. I literally... Well, so, I didn't get, like, any sleep last night because I wasn't feeling well. And then, like, I slept on the couch today for probably, like, a good 5-6 hours. Let's see, I got Frankie to work at 9. And then, like, I promptly, like, put on something on the Xbox on YouTube. And probably woke up around, like... I guess it wasn't that long. It was only, like, maybe 4 hours. Maybe. That could be potential. So I guess it was only, like, 4 hours of sleep. We'll see how long I stream for tonight. Because, like I said, I'm still not, like, feeling great. Like I said, not sure if I'm sick. Which would be the first time in a long time. Or if I am just, like, recovering from last night. You feel not great? The two options right now are either Frankie and I both have COVID, or Frankie gave us food poisoning. I'm not sure yet. Like, if we both feel better tomorrow, Frankie gave us food poisoning. If we both don't feel great tomorrow, then we might have COVID. It's kind of a 1 and a 2 right now, I think. Trying to think, like, what else? Unless someone, like, had the flu at Frankie's work, but I don't think so. But we'll find out. In the morning, if we... pardon mine is withdrawal, that's fair. Whereas I just do not feel well. Yeah, how do we get here is improving, no doubt. No doubt. You guys so far have won 1 trial in comparison. 2 points. 2 points. But that is definitely improvement. Alright, and when I'm tired I get sickness symptoms, that's fair. Whereas I just always have viral symptoms. Spawn location would dictate they should be to my left. And sure enough, we see one person sprint across. Hi, giraffe. Well, Liz did ask for them not to be the first victim, and so it shall be. You don't be tormented, sad. Let's get the hit on you then. We'll get the down. And let's put you up on a hook. A scourge hook to be exact. A little bit of regression. Looks like that gen is dead to the world. And I actually have a bit of a 3 gen here. So I could theoretically kind of just chill and watch you progress. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Like, we have a 3 gen right here. That gen's blocked off. 2 there. We know where 2 survivors are. We don't know who the 3rd is. I do want to mention that. Don't have time for the pop. Do you see scratch marks going over here? I know you're there. Don't try to think I don't. Alright, there's the second stage. And the Jake, who has previously had Deliverance. Scratch marks there. They'll go for the unhook. That's fine by me. That's Lithe on Shelby. And I want to say Sprint Burst on Giraffe. So we'll get the Bloodlust, we'll get the down, and we'll try and go for a Follow Pit on Liz as well. Let's get Scourge Hook going, as well as our Gift of Pain. Looks like our close one's going to be over by this. They could try and go for a Body Block. We're not going to tempt fate with that pallet, however. Alright, that one's the one that regressed off Scourge Hook. Let's pop this then. And just check over here. We could once again kind of just hang around. There really isn't a reason for us not to. Because these are only gens that really have gotten any work thus far. Let's just check the hill gen. Does indeed have some work. And one who is injured, so that would be Liz. Let's go for Liz then. They're gonna go for the window out back. Instead they go in here. Just barely dodged. Attempt. No avail though. Liz will heal themselves, but I feel like if I lose sight of what gens they're working on, it could be trouble. Let's get the hit on you. We're gonna leave Shelby alone as they have the Gift of Pain. Sorry, friend, but I have extra range. Let's pick you up. What side is Pallet? Pallet is other side, so let's go around and go with Scourge Hook. They do get their first gen out. Honestly, I'm fine with that gen specifically going. That one's going to be regressed there. And let's finally get this one regressing too. I think we're just going to continue playing around this generator. Or set of generators, rather. We do see scratch marks going back here, and we do see a Jake, who, as a reminder, has Lithe. They have a pallet coming up here at this tile. No dead hearts, we'll get the down. I'm fairly certain that they have indeed touched the gen. And that would seem that no DS.
Yeah.
Well, how dare you try and drown the cat? She is very offended at what you've attempted to do. Alright. Now, I'm pretty sure there's scratch marks going back here. Then there's both Giraffe and Ace. Let's give chase, as neither one, or neither gen nearby, has gotten much progress. Surprised that they dropped that. And Giraffe right now is the only one tormented. Let's get the hit here. Looks like they're heading towards middle. Much like before, we'll go for the vault. And we will get the down. Let's take a look around for Scourge Hooks. And we do see someone over here, so let's get them up on hook. Gift of Pain is definitely slowing down the game, which I'm pretty happy with. Once again, this gen's the one that has received the regression. Let's see scratch marks and the shadow. That there is Liz. They are not tormented, however. And we'll take the hit here. Let's continue chase. There's the bounced landing incoming. We'll just continue through and see where she goes. If you want to chase me, you're gonna get tormented. There's the down. And let's take a look around for some scourge hooks. We do have one over here. See where this regresses, and verdict is over here to my left. Scratch marks in shack. Let's pop that for now, just so we can get value. And let's check by shack. There's Ace, seemingly looking to drag me away from the hook. And there is Shelby on the unhook. They're definitely here, mind you. Might as well do a quick check. Looks like Ace there. Just trying to get them off the gen and keep them off the hook as well. There's the push the second stage. We're now going to commit to Jake. Go for you with your life. So you'll vault window then. No, you're going to... I was thinking drop out, but apparently not. There's the LT wall. Probably push left. They do. Here's a pallet that they do not use. And we do have a Scourge Hook available to us. No way to make it to the vault. You'll go down. Travesty has been tormented, which is good news. And everyone's on death hook, with the exception of one survivor. That gen has once been regressed. Good stuff. That one's still regressing, mind you. And that one has yet to be touched either. So let's check this gen and then corner. Seems like this one's dead to the world. Look at that on Travesty. And I don't know who's on death hook and who is not. Oh, Travesty me boy. I know you have dead hard. That won't matter. Alright, Scourge, Hook, Pain, Residence, and even if they are on death hook, will be right here next to Shack for the close of hatch. Oh, actually, you know what I should have probably checked with Final Judgment. Alright. Now, if they deem it necessary, not that it really robs me of many points, nor gives them many points, they could just suicide out. Yeah, the 3-gen here, I just kept on hooking on this hook, and it's kind of a rough spot. Well, yep, so they suicide. We'll just be here on hatch then. Like I said, at most it gives them additional 1 point. Ooh, the exit split's a little bit rough. So there is still potential for Fangman to escape. Do you want to point that out? However... Oh wow, was that wake up? Because literally that popped off and then just immediately opened. Okay, so I'm gonna see wake up, I bet. Was that wake up? That was. That's... I want to mind you that this is current wake up. It's going to increase to 25% post PTB. Yeah, no, wake up, wake up is definitely going to be interesting. I feel like that's going to be the talk of TOs. But GG, well played. So that there would have resulted in 23 points for me. And you guys did 2 or 3 gens? I want to say 3 gens. So that's 6, so 7. 23 to 7 that match? Yeah, I believe so. I don't know what will happen with Wake Up. I don't think I'll end up banning it, mind you. However, I definitely want to talk to the other TOs and see, like, how significant Wake Up is. You did leave me your medkit. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. But yeah, I don't know. Wake Up is definitely, like, one of those perks where, like, I have to figure out, like, what's going on with it. What'd you guys think of Gift of Pain? What are your thoughts there in comparison to the other perks I've used? Officially hate Learys. Every time I mind game them at a pallet, they would have a window to save them. Yep, that is Learys in a nutshell. No worries, Giraffe, no worries. Yeah, out of all the perks I used, because I pretty much used a different 4th perk every time, which one did you like not going against the most? Slow me down it seemed, but I had bad chases too, that's fair. No worries, no worries. Gift of Pain wasn't too bad. I feel like the 9% definitely helped out. Sounds good, Giraffe. Alright, well, in that case, if you guys are interested in spinning the wheel of Killer, now is the time to do so. I'm going to stream for at least 3 hours. I might not make it the 4th, I'll be honest with you. So we'll wait and see. Let's update this with... What was my title I was using prior? Let's see. Hold up. Hold up. What was my previous... Not that button. Not that one. Not that one. This one. Where in the hell is it? Win Streak. There we go. This is the title I want. Win streak, but with the Wraith Boy. And I think we're at 5 out of 10 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Give you a killer, Legion. Legion is the killer. Wraith. And what streak is the Wraith Boy on? Hey, GG's, Travesty, GG's. How was Gift of Pain? I'm curious. Was it that much of a hindrance, or did you not really think much of it? I feel like it slowed you guys down enough to be worthwhile, especially as I already using Scourge. Excuse me, Scourge Hook. Alright, let's go with the Wraith Boy. It slowed things down enough. Yeah, like, I feel like it was just enough, and most times you guys were, like, all of you were healed. And so, like, it was 9% across the board, right? So, couldn't get progress on heals, the gens, yeah. 25% longer on heals, 9% longer on gens per person, and, like when you ran Monster Shrine. Don't bring that, it would be evil. Did I even hook anyone in basement that game? I think I pretty much hooked everyone, except for, like, maybe one person on a Scourge Hook that entire time. Yeah, I think it was all Scourge Hooks. Even you, who, Was it you, Shelby, that I got greedy for the Scourge Hook? Like, I debated whether or not I'd make it, and, like, just barely didn't. No basement, all Scourge? Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, well, that's unfortunate. It was Shelby for greedy? Yeah. It was rough. I was like, I want it, and I need it, but I couldn't get it. I think that was the Deadlock game. Yeah, I want to say, no. Was it Deadlock game? Maybe in the Deadlock game. It's either that or Grim Embrace. Because I used a different 4th perk every time. I think I'm just generally in between, like, Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain, I'm All Ears, or Brutal Strength. Like, if I'm to use Deadlock, I don't think I can use Scourge Hook. I need to use something else. Because I did lose a lot of regression with Deadlock. Sometimes I was able to eke through some additional regression by, like, holding you guys in front of the hook. I'm not sure. I think it was either Shelby or Liz. I held in front of the hook a little bit until Deadlock had turned off and then hooked to scream again on Wednesday with Plague, or even another day. Probably either Tuesday or Thursday. Wednesday, no, just because that's going to be Final Fantasy, and we don't get much Final Fantasy time. But I'll also upload all the matches today, so you guys can always look back. That was you. If I had lasted a second later, I would have gotten it off your shoulder. No, I knew the timing because it was already halfway past deadlock. And it is... deadlock is 30 seconds, right? No, how long is deadlock? Is it 30 seconds? Survivors. Deadlock. I want to say 30 seconds. Deadlock. Deadlock is 30 seconds. Yeah, so I knew it was past halfway through deadlock, so I knew that I could greed that for you. I was like, okay, I can sit here, we're fine. And then, sure enough, I was able to get the hook. If someone would have come in for the body block, that would have been rough, no doubt. But we are on the family residence. That was a lot of fun. Anytime. Yeah, if you guys ever want to do scrims like that, just let me know. I am down to do so. Like I said, I don't get to practice with my team very often because EU time zone is rough. So don't hesitate to ask for that because I would be down. Let's take a look. Okay. No progress on gens, question mark? Skulking about, maybe? Literally no progress. Okay, what's going on here? We had an opportunity to prove some teamwork, and I'm very satisfied for our improvement. Oh yeah, you guys did an amazing job. Hi, friend. How are you? Alright. And it allows me the opportunity to practice my killer in a comp setting because pubs always isn't a good one-for-one, you know, good one-for-one practice as we see here of Jeffy Boy. Felt so good to 2 out or 3 out. No, you guys did great. You guys did do great. Alright. Up you go, on to the Scourge Hook. Thank you, I appreciate it. I definitely can improve upon my killer in many cases, but when I get to actually practice, that definitely helps. Hi, friend. Do you have Sprint Burst? Thank you. I appreciate it. Sprint Burst? Yes, Sprint Burst. So we'll catch back up to you. You vault. Nope, she'll fake. And then vault. Good job. I like that. Yo, what's up, Marcus? How you doing today, bud? Hopefully doing well. Yeah, it's fine. If you get time, want to see something I'm really proud of? Sure. Either send it over in the DM, send it in the Discord. If it's a link, you can send it to a Michaela. Because, you know, Michaelas are the messengers of survivors, right? Alright, let's cloak up again. And... I think we get this mind game. I sent to a Michaela, yes. I just, like, I had to, like, take a moment to, like, Michaela, you understand I'm in chase with the Fang right here, right? Start to play killer again, it worked on Oni this time around. Very nice, very nice. Right in the head, yeah, you know, that's kind of what Wraith's MO is. Yeah, I do, like, as I'm using Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain more, not Gift of Pain, Pain Resonance more and more, I really am liking using Gift of Pain. Because I don't really do much hit-and-run tactics, as I can usually go for quick downs. With the exception of, you know, Legion, who just can't. Hi, friend. Sure, that's actually a-okay by me. Let's just pop this real quick. Did I just hear still here? The hell? No. Thank God. Fangman. 25%, so it gives you the Mangled Stats effect off of the hook. And then on top of which, it also slows you down by 9% on every action. So basically, it's Natophobia and Sloppy mixed on Scourge Hooks, and since I'm already using Pain Resonance, it is pretty good. Like I said, I'm not one for, like, hit-and-run tactics unless it's Legion, so it kind of makes sense. Hi, friend. I'm just gonna pop this real quick. Hi, friend. How you doing? But every time I injure or re-injure the survivor, they lose the debuff from Gift of Pain. So I'm just gonna have to uncloak here, I think. Yep, that's fine. So I need to make sure that I read down. Ooh, that was surprising not to hit. That's fine though. It's actually pretty small filler tile, the grand scheme of things. I think I'm just gonna break here. Spine Chill, maybe. Spine Chill Resilience, I think, because it was definitely a close one. Wondered when I lost it because, like, oof, in a gen, when did I gen after heal? Yeah, you lose it after I injure you again, but, like, for the most part, I wasn't re-injuring unless I was planning on downing. So there weren't really many instances where, like, you guys were losing it. Alright. Yeah, 2 parakeets ordered and ordered a new car part. Been off work for a week, though. 2 parakeets. Those are always fun. They are very high maintenance though. Like, people don't understand like how high maintenance birds are, but like they are a lot of work. Alright, let's see who's over here. I didn't hear the scream. Let's pop it though. Don't see them. They have no mither, the Legion counter. I mean, in a way, yes. Kinda is a bit of a Legion counter. Let's see, they didn't unhook, or they didn't heal there. Where are they? Oh, a boom. Where? Huh. I literally have no clue, but I found Jeff. Pretty sure he healed himself, but we'll leave him be, because I don't know certainty. Let's go for you instead. And come back to work immediately after, so teachers started calling out. Yeah, that is rough. That is, I feel, has been the experience with a lot of teachers and educators as a whole. Hi, friend. And, I mean, we're just gonna get a lot of use out of this hook, I feel. This is a really good central scourge hook. Luckily, I didn't get sick at all. That's good to hear. Whereas, like, Frankie and I right now are, like, trying to figure out, did Frankie give us food poisoning, or are we sick with COVID? Because I did, like, apparently get in contact with someone who did have COVID. But we were only, like, just alerted the other, like, yesterday. It had been, like, 14 days. Hi, friend. 14 days since when they were diagnosed, which is kind of rough. There's like an app, or rather a setting that you can turn on with iPhone. I'm surprised you didn't fall back. And so like it has a database for like Minnesota of like who has COVID and who has not. It's self-reported though. So apparently someone self-reported that they had COVID, and I was within 6 feet for like a decent amount of time. You play that pretty well. Oh, showers go off. Hi, Michaela, how are you? Doing good, hopefully. Nah, we're gonna ignore you. Yeah, so if I still don't like feel 100% tomorrow, I'm probably gonna call out again and going to get tested for COVID, I think. Find a testing location. Because initially when I got the notification that I'd been in contact with someone who had COVID, I was like, oh, I need to get tested. Then like looked again and it was, oh, you actually have Dead Hard. No? You had to use it that entire time. Yeah, no, I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful that Frankie just gave us food poisoning. Because like we both don't feel well. Hence why I'm like thinking that it might be. Can you like not for like 5 seconds, please? That's not gonna work. Dead hard when you hit them so you don't get downed. I mean that's the entire idea of dead hard. and like with hit validation as it is. But that's not what happened there. They dead-hearted through my hit, no validation, and then I just couldn't get the timing, so I got validated on the Paladin instead. That's how that worked. It wasn't anything like that Jeff did specifically to make that happen. Hi. Well, let's catch up to her. Yeah, that was like pallet validation, not dead hard hit validation. Fangman. Where are you going, girly? I mean, pallet validation I'm used to at this point. Same with dead-hearted validation, not to mention for the most part, I don't get tripped up by dead-hard. But like, when survivors play smart, they play smart, so it can be difficult at times. Alright, let's get you up on this hook, friendo. I mean, this game is pretty much in the bag at this point. I don't foresee them getting 4 gens before I find these two, though I will say Michaela and Kate seem to be a bit immersed. Michaela was over here. Nothing over here. I mean, if they pop a gen, I'll find them. My fear is they're not even going to do that. Camera went off, and I posted clips on a DVD clip. Sounds good. Yeah, no, if you ever see the no signal sign, that is me manually putting up that sign as the drivers froze my camera. So no worries there. Still no sign of them. Yeah, I think they're going to be immersed. That's unfortunate. Alright, here to boom. Okay, it's back here in this corner, I see. I see. Get rid of this. Now they know my general location. Probably the Michaela who used the boon. It is her teachable after all. And I'm gonna bet if we hear a reapplication of the boon tone, we want to go back to that corner. Hi, Kate. Surprise! She'll go for the vault, but she'll take a hit. The mess Gizmo and Spike made sounds good, Marcus. Hopefully you'll be back soon, and hopefully it's not too big of a mess. What? Oh, hi. How are you? I mean, I know that you don't have balanced landing, so I'm very confused what the thought process was there. We're gonna put you up on this Scourge Hook, friendo. Get some more regression going. We did see a regression on that gen in Shaq, which was Feng Min. Oh, it's not Feng Min, sorry, Michaela. Michaela. Let's check lockers. Pop this. Check basement. I mean, if she gets the unhook, then we know where they are. Check the front ones first. I mean, if she's in the back too, then all the power to her. I guess we'll just wait for Hatch. Alright then. Alright, Michaela, what say you? Where might you be? No one there, obviously. Can I get a line of sight on both? Kind of, not really. The rock is a little bit away, but I think we can make it work nonetheless. Alright, we're good here. And see that. And we can see that. Yeah, and this is like a prime example why I want EGC to change in some way, shape, or form. We see scratch marks over here. Because like it gets pretty dull when all the killer has to do for all intent and purpose. Fine, open. Come on, open. When all the killer has to do is just watch the 2 exit gates and call it a day, right? Now go. Leave this place, Michaela. And Kryak, thank you much for the follow. Welcome, Kirak. Kirak? Kirak. Much for the follow. Welcome to the Guilty Ones, my friend. I am Mark, aka Guiltspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, huge teach codes on Play Killer, and Survivors How to Play Against Killer. Very, very happy to have you here. Exit spawn is rough for that sometimes. Yeah, like I said, that's kind of why I want them to change how EGC works to some degree, right? And thank you much for the hydrate and a spin of the Wheel of Killers. We'll do that in just one moment. Alright, so let's update our stream title, as that is now 6 of 10 for Zereth. And let's update the XL as well for the 4K. And last but not least, let's spin the Wheel of Killer. And the result is the Blight Boy. Do you guys want to play a match of the Blight, or do you guys like to spin the Wheel Killer once more? 'Tis up to you. Well, you guys think about that real quick while I fix the face cam. Alright, alright. So far, doesn't seem like we're gonna reroll for Blight Boy, so let's ready on up. And looks like we are good to go on perks and add-ons. Alright, hello Bleat, how are you? Bleat Boy right now is on a 1-win streak, so this will be for win number 2. We do see 2 TTVs in lobby, so let's give them a quick shout out. We see Priceless XII, and it would appear that they are currently live. So as a reminder, if you guys are going to stop on by and say hi, please do not mention to them that we are their TTV killer. They, of course, will find us out at the end of the match, whether or not they survive or they die. And it looks like Raz is not live, however. Alright, alright. We got everything we need, so I'll just ready up. We got everything. 3 medkits. I do want to point that out, that they do have 3 medkits, so if we do not pursue chase, we will be in a bit of trouble. Oh, we're going to RPD as well. Alright. Going to do some RPD Blight, which a lot of people would think that I am not a fan of, as I imagine most Blights aren't. However, I actually don't mind it as much because, like, the hallways are pretty much set in stone. The tiles are pretty static, so nothing really, like, changes up all too much. Sometimes, like, the positioning of a pallet or 2, sure. But it means that, like, I can, like, if you go through a doorway, I can predict where you're going, which means I can rush you and get you hit or downed. So, like, that's one of the nice parts I will say about RPD Blight, which I don't mind as much. This means I need to be very mindful of, like, where I am in the moment, because I have a pretty good memory. I should be okay. So, I'm excited for this match. I don't think this will be as bad as one might think. Also, just based on the way I'm feeling, I think I'm going to probably end at 3 hours. I hate to do it, but, like, just overall not feeling great. I'm just really hoping that, like, I'll wake up tomorrow and I'm like, cool, I'm good. But we'll have to wait and see. We shall have to wait and see. Of course, RPD takes forever and a half to load up. 'Tis the way it is, especially if there is a cross-platformer. Either that, or we're going to get a 500 error code because someone didn't want to go to RPD, which is also a very real possibility, I suppose. I do know of many of survivors who auto-DC when they see RPD offering or load into RPD. But doesn't look like that was the case, just looked like it was the load time. We spawned down here. Spawn logic on this map is kind of hot garbage, I'm not going to lie. But, like, for the most part, people tend to funnel in towards the middle, so that'll be where we go first off and foremost. We're not going to really be rushing around all too much. We're going to probably be just kind of hanging about. We do see a Jill? Oh, Jane. There we go. Let's rush immediately with Alkring. And get the down. Up you go, friend. Let's see where our Scourge hooks are. We have one over here. Actually, I don't think we can get here in time, unfortunately. I might not be able to get her to a hook. Oh, that would suck. You got a Toucan Legion? Very nice. Yeah, I thought there was one out here, but forgot where I was at. We'll go for you then. She'll vault. You don't make it there, about dead hard. I get a sense that maybe the Jill might be here to try and go for the pallet save. Sure enough, she was. We'll get the hit. And we'll go for the down on her. They do have Tink. Hi, friend. Bye, friend. Alright, so that's 2 down. If I can collect myself and get 2 hooks here, that would be amazing. I don't know what's up with the spawn location of these hooks, but it's kind of a mess. Thankfully, the Tink did happen here, and so Elodie decided to go for, whatchamacallit. Alright, go for the person rather than finish off the gens. We're good there. Elfring will get this down, I think. Good use of the corner to kind of fake me out, so I do appreciate that. I have pop ready, so let's just pop this then. And then pursue Elodie once more. See how she runs this. She'll drop pallet. We'll break. I think she has Iron Will. She does. And let's try and bounce here. Trying to get through those doorways is rough. Those doorways are rough, to say the least. She's gonna go back downstairs. I'm kind of surprised about that since they are on the gen down here. Might be able to get a surprise here because of that. Alright, we'll get the down. Calm Spirit, maybe? Like, they didn't make a sound when they got dropped, so I think that is indeed a Calm Spirit. Don't see that every day. Alright, we see scratch marks over here, suggesting that they were here as well. Let's get you up on a Scourge Hook. That has the most progress. That bodes very well for us. We'll just pop this out of existence then. And I'd be willing to bet that the survivor's still around. Hello there, friendo. We'll get the hit. And they stick to the pallet. This is not a safe pallet to be on, friend. Sorry to tell you, that just ain't gonna work. So let's pick you up, and then we're gonna start dragging her over to that Scourge Hook, though she does have Boil Over. You know, these survivors prepping for the new Boil Over, I do thinks. Oh my god, there was a Scourge Hook right over here. I didn't even pay attention. That's my fault. Hold up, Kate. Don't you wiggle off. Yeah, this is one of those moments where I wish that hook auras would stay lit, even if you're within proximity to them. But for some reason they don't. I don't know why that is. Alright, let's pick you up, and let's actually put you on a Scourge Hook this time. Beautiful timing too, as we do see that Tinkerer. Wish we would have gotten 30% off it rather than just 15, but we'll rush over there and try and regress it with our pop, methinks. That one looks to be Helicopter. There's the Tink. I don't think I get there in time for the pop, but I think I can at least get there to harass. So we'll find out in a second. Perfect. Let's just drop her real quick. Let's pop it. Let's pick you back up, and the drop might result in them not getting to the hook over here, but I'll have to wait and see. Especially as I get caught up on geometry, no bueno. Let's see. Alright, we do get it. That gen will regress by another 15%, which is beautiful. And where else we going now? Don't think anyone is directly over here, but I think I know where they are. Yep, over there. God forsake these doorways. No real progress here. That was 8 seconds off the gen. We do see Jane here. Pallet is gone. Kate will take the body block. That's fine. We'll go for Kate then. There's a pallet up here that probably will drop. Yeah, go for it, mate. We'll break and immediately rush. Excellent. Hi, friend. Where are you trying to go? Alright, pick you up, and let's get you up on the Scourge Hook this time, for real. Last time, we made a few mistakes. This time, I think we'll be able to make it. Up you go, friendo. And another 15%. Yeah, welcome back, Zero. How you doing today, bud? Alright. Let's go back to this gen real quick. This room that we may have just heard someone. That is Jill. Let's pop this out of existence. She went through the hole in the wall. Vault down, we'll vault with her. And she'll make use of this area. Sure. Kind of push you back and break. She'll vault, which is okay. So we didn't get the hit, but that's okay, because that's one time in chase that she just vaulted that. This will be second time in chase, and if she does third, then she'll be boxed in. There's the third. Hi, friend. She's going out back, which you don't see survivors do every day. So I like that. But we'll get the down. Really like that play, going for the basement. So that was very cute. I don't really have anything around here because basement's here, so I think we just need to hook in basement, call it a day. She does die, and I think for that death, they get 2 gems. Which, I mean, I'd rather they wouldn't have, but it is what it is. Let's get over this way, try and slow them down. Oh, hi. How are you? There's Elodie. We'll get the hit. Yeah, definitely calm spirit, to say the least. Good dodge. If they would have went anywhere towards that main area, they would have ended up going down for sure. They know pallets here. Yep, that's fine. Not gonna take the stun. This time will be used for my power to get back up. And we'll get the down. Good stuff. And I think I should be able to drag her over to the Scourge Hook on my right. Should be able to get another 15% regression. And unless we see like 2 Tinker procs, I think we're in a good spot. We want to find Kate, who's still injured too. Alright. That sounded like Jane, I do believe. Nope, this is... No comp league would ever have RPD in the mix. So this is indeed pubs now. Hi, friend. How are you? Let's go for Jane. And hey, what's up, Rue? How you doing today, bud? A year? Yeah, time does fly. Seriously. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. So she's in the locker, right? Add-ons. Let's pop this first. Which one? I was hoping that was the one on the far side. She'll go down on... No, she didn't. There you going, friendo. Nah, I think not. Lots of video editing? Ah, fair enough, fair enough. I do know that feeling. Let's just hook you over here, I do think. Yep, you guys can now spin the wheel or pick the killer as long as it's available. Alright, pop that one over there. They're definitely healing. Where do we hook the LED? Upstairs, right? Yeah, up over here and to the left. So I wonder if they're still over here. Sure enough. And short content and other long form. Very nice, very nice. Is that why you may, that you've, like, taken, like, a day off of streaming? Because I've been thinking about doing that and, like, spending, maybe, like, one day doing, like, YouTube content or editing until I hire an editor. It's been a thought of mine. Alright. Where are we bringing you, though? That I actually, like, don't know. Why is there no hook in the middle? Can I point that out? Remind me, friend. Jesus. Yeah, so I can have time myself, using those days occasionally for editing and such. Gotcha, makes sense. Yeah, there's literally 0 hooks in, like, the middle area. It's kind of nutty. Where did I leave this person? Oh, hi, Jane. Good dodge, though. I like that. All right, let's cut through here, then. We see her right there. And we'll get the down. All right. Hi. Pick you up. No decisive, so we'll get you up on the Scourge Hook. I just finished the match in like 30 seconds. Well, if you record it back, probably a little bit long, but still, very nicely done on a short time. All right, Kate's back up. Oh, these doorways are a pain in my freaking butt. Oh, hello there, friends. Let's go for Kate. And I'm just gonna rush it. Shred it. And she'll go in here. No, she doesn't. She goes back to this pallet. I'm surprised. She had a god pallet there on the left. Alright, up you go. And I guess we just shove you up onto the Scourge Hook, but I'm pretty sure you are dead? No, no! You are not dead. You have one more hook stake to give, because I did get you off my shoulder. And RPD got them all into the basement. Cigars every time reloaded. Gotcha. That is rough for them to get out of. Alright. Yeah, mainly for like YouTube shorts or TikTok videos, I use cross-clip right now. That's kind of my go-to. Well, I guess we're just gonna hang out here and like watch the middle area, see if LD comes by. She could still go... I'm trying to think. No, I don't think she can actually get from this side to the other side without being seen, so she must have still been on that side. Fair enough. Hello there, friends. We playing God Palette? No, we're not. Why are you guys not playing that God Palette? I'm so confused. You guys have good resources still. Okay, going bathroom. They do drop down. We'll get the hit. Do I get the bounce? No, just barely. Hello, friend. Do you want to drop pallet? You do. Oh, I got caught on the corner. Thankfully, we were able to recover that, but I guess there's a little bit of geometry there that we just could not work around. All right, up you go. You know, just a cheeky little 360. We completely meant to do that on purpose. That was purely by design, right? No one questions that. That was definitely as intended. All right, let's check over here. So far, nothing. Let's play it around real quick. Thought I heard something for a second there, but I can't say with certainty. So I think it's over there on that side. We're gonna check library. From what I found, it's always best to check upstairs to downstairs, so you should hear the downstairs. But the only thing, if you're downstairs, you can't hear the library spawn. Sure enough, it's library. Alright, Kate. If you offer me your item, I will let you go. Does that sound like a fair deal, friend? Otherwise, you'll die at one of these exegates, which actually is going to be a bit of pain for me to get to. Hi. I hate this story of passion. I bet you she goes for that one, so she might get out nonetheless. I think she does. Because this escape spawn is hot garbage for me. Don't hear anything yet. Surprisingly not here. Yeah, that's true. Like, I know, like, the best pathing, but still. Hi, friend. You can go. Come on. You can go. No, no. Leave me your medkit. Medkit. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Off you go. Off you go, my friend. She got the idea. She give me medkit. I let her go. I was kind of concerned for a second. She opened it and then she didn't give it to me, but then she did, so very good job. She understands the terms and conditions. Oh, but GG, well played to these survivors. Please let her go after Shake a Panic on the door. Yeah, it was cute. It was cute. It's not the worst. I just spend a day doing 30+ clips and I get ahead for the month. That's fair. Whereas I try, like, I mainly rely on everyone here, like, clipping funny moments. And then from there, we see if they're TikTok or YouTube worthy. Let's give a shout out to Priceless. And they were live. The other TTV, however, wasn't. So let's go say hi and drop them a follow to show them that we are always here to support other TTV streamers. Got a hotkey and have playback set for 60 seconds. Easy content. No, it's not a bad idea. It's definitely not a bad idea. For the most part, we everyone here does a pretty good job, I'd say. All right, so Zero, are you still here? I don't think you told me who you wanted me to play as next. Well, we're figuring that out. I think Bubba, right? Bubba or Legion?
Ladies, gentlemen, and all you beautiful folks that may be in between. We're going to raid out...
Looks like they're raiding. Always here to support other DBD streamers. I hope that you have...
Hello, Guildspire. Thank you for making me cry during my last match of the night.
Got it!
Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay.
Thank you, thank you.
Enjoy your tour of the Pisces Review. Always here to support another DVD streamer. I hope that you have a great night. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries, no worries, friend. Seems like a chill dude. Seems like a chill dude. All right, Blight did get his 4K, so that's gonna be second win for Blight Boy. Piggy? All right, so we're gonna do some Piggy. We can do that. The Pig. Ooh, right now the Pig is on, how much of a win streak? Pig right now is on a 0, so this will be for win number 1. Toss an item to your killer. I like that. I like that. That's cute. 10 seconds, and then clicks mangled until removed. Mangled until removed. I'm not sure if I like that, to be honest. Let's do sack cake. Do I have any other add-ons worth my time? We'd have jigsaw sketch, which isn't great. Tamper timer. Bag of gears. I guess we could go tamper timer bag of gears. Yeah, I guess that'd probably be like the best case scenario. And we don't have rule set number 2, so no dice there. Okay, this will be fine. This will be fine. What about the one where they start with the trap? I normally only recommend that you run videotape an instance that you're running rule set number 2. Otherwise, they're just going to spend like the beginning of your like corruption prevention taking off bear trap, so it's not great. Double speed add-ons, 50 years to get trap off. Double speed add-ons, 50 years to get trap off. I mean, like, crate of gears and bag of gears? Yeah, that's an option. Personally, if I'm going for, like, head pops, I'm definitely going with, like, Tampered Timer, like, crate of gears or bag of gears at this point. We're either going to Midwich or Haddonfield. I'm hoping for Midwich, I'm not gonna lie. 50% set time. 50% set time. Are none about, like, the time it takes for Pig to put a trap on them? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay, gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yes. I think it's crate of gears and bag of gears that increases the trap time. But decreases increases how long it takes for them to search boxes. That is how that works. All right. So I think these might be our last 2 games. One with Pig, one with Oni. Just because, like I said, I'm not, like, feeling great. I'm not sure if I'm, like, sick or not. I have to just feel it out in the morning, take my temp and whatnot. Lambkin Lane. That's a big old oof right there as 115. Thankfully, it did bring our Brutal Strength, so that should help us out just a little. I'm pretty sure I may have just seen them there over on the right. Either that I'm seeing things. Both are options, I do suppose. Scratch marks, though, would indicate that I did indeed see them, and that there is the Jonah. You'll go up top. He did vault. Hi, friend! A little bit of a cheeky mind game right there. And looks like he will not reuse top of Myers' house. Look at the down. Let's get a bear trap on you, bud. And let's see if we can find our Scourchucks. One's over there, one's over there, one's back there, so big fat no there. Let's hook you real quick, and we can see someone over there on top of this house. We also saw one downstairs. That's fine. Hi, friend. Look at the hit. There's the vault. They dropped down, it looks like. No, maybe not. Oh, no, they did. They did. I was about to say, like, I didn't see exactly where they went. I was a bit concerned there that I got mind gamed, but thankfully we're good. She did not sit at pallet, which was good for us. So we didn't need to respect. And pallet is here, so we are going to respect this. Let's try and get her to drop it, and then mind game it. I just want to see if maybe, because of the delayed time there, that we could have made it. Alright, she's taking her time. But we'll get her. Once we get into a pattern, like, 2 times, she'll probably expect us to do it again for the 3rd. So that worked out. Bear trap on you. Normally I don't like running 2, inactive bear traps at the same time, but I think we have a pretty good start here. So we'll do that. They're up in Myers' house, and that was Michaela's scream. Michaela, me girl, and that looked like a Jane as well. Nope, that's Jane. So let's go for you. You have Sprint Burst. Normally I go for I want 1 active bear trap before I usually put on another. Is kind of how I work it, for the most part. Do you have pallet here? You do not. So unless you have Dead Hard, you're in trouble. Do you have Dead Hard? You do not. Because we can see here that Jonah already got his off. Where are you? And now we have 1 inactive and 1 active. So if an instance they activate another generator, then we'll get another active bear trap. Alright. But it really depends, like, how the game is going. Sometimes I feel like you can do it early, depending on, like, the survivors and where they're at. I'm wicked shocked to see them heal there, as that takes 16 seconds if they just did a normal heal off of the already reduced timer of Tampered Timer. Yeah, because I just, you know, even if I see another exhaustion perk, I always check for Dead Hard. It's just a thing. Good smart play there. We see Jen. Let's go for him since he's already been on hook once. We'll put him onto second hook now. And looks like he's going for the unhook. He did not drop pallet. And we're going to just walk him to the hook. Yeah, it's fine. We just walk Jonah. Hi, bud. You go into the hook. Okay, yeah, They'll drop pallet. Hi, buddy. Yeah. About that. Good hit there. There's the dead hard. Look at the hit. Jane has BT, but she already wasted a little bit of time now. And we already know that there's no pallets here, so we're just gonna box her out. She kind of wasted that sprint first. We're gonna slug you out. All right, let's go for Jonah now. That way we avoid the chance of a decisive strike. Hi, friendo. All right, sounds good, Giraffe. I appreciate the heads up. All right, Meg no longer has party hat on. Sad, but okay. And I'm pretty sure I see a Michaela back here. Not right now, no. We already have one person with a inactive bear trap, so I'd rather not. Especially as he's now on death hook. If I were, he's now on death hook. So I'd rather not at this point. Good. Pallet stun, Michaela. I like that. I was thinking that maybe she might get mind game there, but not so easily. All right, we're just gonna loop here, long side, get her to drop. There it is. And now we'll get the hit. Perfect. I think she is trying to go for truck. Doesn't look like there's pallet here in the hedge. But there's one here, which is pretty strong. I forget what side, if she loops tight, I can hit her on. I was really hoping to get the hit, but I guess I was too close to the pallet. Unfortunate. Depends on their hook states, honestly. Like, a lot of times I'm not wanting to re-trap someone where they're, like, going to be on death hook, right? But if they got it off, and it's, like, first time on hook, then maybe. But Jane still has hers on. We only have one left, so I think we're going to save it for, like, the mid to late game. And our skirt chucks have, like, horrible spawns. It's all on the outside. 8 seconds off the gen there. Some progress there as well, but we don't know where that person is, so we're just going to venture on this way. There is the Meg. So let's go for you. She did not drop. We'll get a hit over the fence because she was looping a little bit too tight. She'll regret that later for sure. And looks like she's gonna play around this pallet. Let's see if we can make her make the same mistake twice. But not needed. Perfect, we even got a skirt choke back here. So we'll get some gen regression going. 15 seconds off there. Let's finally break this pallet because it will be a pain against anyone who knows how to play it. What can you go over fence? Anything that like you can see over like this, if they're like right up against it, you can hit over it. Windows, fences, a whole litany of things. Even the benches on Haddonfield, you can hit over if you do it right. It's a bit harder to pull off, but it is a thing. Hi, Jonah boy. You have dead hard, if I remember correctly. We're gonna play in House of Pain, it would appear. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. Let's do a quick little mind game. And if I was scared about someone being over here, for example, I could have used the bear trap to suction him out of the pallet, but no need for that. Regress by 15%. We are good. Yes, but it kind of fades out. So it's not like Ghostface. Ghostface is instantaneous, but it fades out, almost like you're walking away. So it's kind of something to keep in mind. It's a little bit different from like Ghostface or Wraith, which are like instantaneous. None over here. We do see a Michaela once again. Let's go for her. See what she's up to. I think she's gonna go upstairs. And that she did. And no vault there, no pallet here, so she'll take a hit. Without a doubt. Honestly, for the most part, it really isn't that beneficial unless you use certain perk combos. Like Whispers, for example, Whispers, Monitored and Abuse is like a great combination of perks that you can definitely use on Pig to get some good value out of her crouch. Otherwise, it's usually around like tighter loops. You have Dead Hard. There we go. I really should just use this last bear trap, shouldn't I, at some point? Ooh, Scourge Hook, there it is. Finally get some more Scourge Hook usage. But yeah, for the most part, like, unless it's on, like, a tight tile, like you saw at, like, the truck, for example, I don't really crouch unless I know I can get the hit. But, like, you slow down when you crouch like this, so unless you know, like, a person's on a gen, and you know your distance, like, to a T, to, like, be undetectable, then it might not be bad. So, like, I can approach this now, and if they are still on it, they won't know that I'm coming. For example, Jane probably didn't realize because I crouched early, so we end up getting a hit on Jane. So, like, there are times where you can crouch for the undetectable stats effect and get some value. But yeah. Last one is Brutal Strength, because Pig usually suffers around pallets because there are, you know, a normal M1 115 for the most part. No, that's mid-vault. Think not, friend. They do get the unhook, and everyone is on death hook at this point in time. If an instance we down someone on a pallet, I'll show you a little trick you can use to ensure that people can't pallet stun you, using bear traps. It is quite nice when it works out. Yeah, Brutal Strength lets you break pallets faster, that is correct. Alright, you saw scratch marks out back here. Let's see if we can cut them off and or see where they're at. And... huh. There they are. That is Michaela, I do believe. It would appear that way. Perfect. Looks like she's going to House of Pain. Reminder that the pallet is still there. As we mind game the Jonah. Let's go on the inside. Let's vault. Make up some distance. Oh, Michaela. I'm gonna play this theory. Alright, she threw pallet. That's fine. We can break it. She'll then go upstairs. And out she goes. Perfect. We lose a bit of distance there, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that much of a concern. We're 3 gens left and 2 hooks left in game. Why they call it the House of Pain? Because if survivors play it smart, it is one of the places you just don't want to chase as a killer, to be honest. It is just a nightmare and a half. Alright, Michaela got tripped up on a bit of geometry. I thought she was going to take the vault. A little bit of cheeky spin right there. Almost got it, too. There's the vault there. She won't make the same mistake twice about the fence. No pallet here, however. What about at the truck? No, I think that's the one we broke already. They get the gen, sure. Good fake. I was wondering that she was like mashing spacebar to revolt. We'll just bloodlust her to death. Yep, Dead Hard's gone, so we'll get the hit here. So let's say theoretically she's in a pallet and you don't want her to be there. You can go to her feet and put a bear trap on, and you see how far away it suctioned her away from where she was initially. So that is a great way for you to avoid like getting pallet stunned if you fear that there's another survivor nearby and you need that pickup. Is you go to like the bottom of their feet until where it says, you know, use power, apply bear trap, whatever it says. And then you can do that, go back to the bottom of their feet, and it will allow you to, you know, not eat a pallet on the pickup. A little nice little trick there that not everyone knows about. But with that being said, GG, well played to the survivors. Brand new parts. Didn't even think that was in play. Fair enough. Alright, well, let's play a match of the Oni Boy, who's right now on a 3-win streak, so this will be for win number 4. No worries, no worries. Yeah, overall, Pig's a lot of fun. If you're going for, like, head pops, I'd recommend maybe instead of Brutal Strength or Save the Best for Last, probably like Scourge, Hook, Gift of Pain, or Sloppy Butcher. That way, they're not incentivized to heal after the unhook. Not to mention a 9% penalty to most things, though I'm not sure if that applies to when you're going through the box. I don't think it does. 9% to healing, repairing actions until injured. So yeah, just repairing. It would not affect the box time, which if it did, that'd be kind of nutty. All right, Honey Boy. You know, we can do a few instead of Brutal. I'm kind of thinking that we go for Gift of Pain, maybe, for the Mangled, so we might get more blood on the ground. Might not be a half bad idea. We don't have the Lion's Fang anymore, so we could go Crutch into Splintered Hull, or we could go Sashimono, or we could just do the Sai-Hai. Yeah, we'll just do the Sai-Hai, screw it. Hey, GG, well played, my friend. GG, well played. I appreciate you stopping by saying hi. I am Mark, aka Giltspire. I'm an educational Dead by Daylight player, here to teach codes how to play Killer, and survivors how to play against Killer. Very happy to have you here. Alright, alright. Alright. So, should be a fun time here. We see a cake, bloody party streamers, and blood points across the board. It's what you love to see. Yeah, I'm exhausted. Definitely gonna be our last match tonight. I'm really hoping that I'm not sick. Because it'll be the first time that, like, I'm genuinely sick in a long time, I guess. Probably since, like, 2 years. Yeah, probably close to 2 years since I've been sick. Which probably the last time would have been when I came back from New York at the, like, when COVID first came to US. The thing is, you joke, Frost, it might be. Because I was alerted by my phone app, which tracks when other people also using the setting in Minnesota shared that they were tested positive for COVID. And apparently I was within 6 feet for an extended period of time of someone who did, so it is actually possible. Also, nice to play against good folks. I'm gonna get a new match, but I'll drop a follow. Good luck on the rest of the night. I appreciate it, Willy Billy. I hope to see you next time. We're live every single day, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. CST. We do hear the crows go off. Check if they're behind it. Ooh, I may have seen someone right there. No sign of them right away. Hi there. So we're gonna go for you because you are a sitting duck, quite literally. His sword takes up half the screen. Really? I mean, I guess there are some cosmetics where it's not as bulky, but this cosmetic definitely is a little bit more bulky, I will say. Have a good one. No pallet here. Let's get the hit. We're gonna swing out from the pallet, just to make sure that they don't get the pallet stunned, so we did pick up in it. And then we'll get our Gift of Pain and Scourge of Pain Resonance. Not soon enough, apparently, as Scourge of Pain Resonance did go off and didn't regress any gens. No pallet for Jake. That's not allowed. I see scratches. Looks like they're going to go for the unhook, so we're going to intercept them as they're going all the way around. Let's see if we see them at the corner. Sure enough, there is the other Jake. Oh, I just realized they're all Jakes. Would you look at that? was hoping to catch his feet there, did not. Because I saw this person here, so I was going to catch feet and then go for the insta-down. We'll still go for the insta-down here. Yeah, we're gonna ignore you entirely. And get it down here. Excellent. That's plenty of our power saved. So next injured survivor we get, they are going to... Unhealthy survivor we hit, we'll get our power once again. Once again, no... Hold up. So I'm gonna say no to this. No boon. And I do hear of you. Now, are you the one that was just off a hook or not? I think you are based on what you have on your head. Let's down you. And since you touched the totem, you do not have DS. So I guess we just hook you over here. In fact, we're going to ignore, let them unhook. Or not. Okay, that's fine too. This person will go to second stage then. Alright, they went to second stage, so we're just gonna hit. And then do a 1-for-1 trade. We're then going to pick you up because you're gonna wiggle off otherwise. Pick up on this hook. And then pick you up. Yeah, that was like the best case scenario there for me. Get a 1-for-1 trade and still get the person that we were faking for the hook onto the hook. So yeah, that was like the best case scenario for us. They are going to be in a bit of hurt for sure. All right, one gets healed. Could be a beefy medkit, or could have found themselves their teammate. I hear footsteps downstairs, so like right down here. There is the Jake, so it was a beefy medkit after all. Well, let's pop our power. We're gonna go around. He vaults. He's gonna go for the unhook. Unless he has BT though, it's not a good idea. Let's go for you. Alright, there's the down. Let's go back for the pickup. Actually, never mind, as I see this person. And unless they have Unbreakable, that there will be the game. Yeah, some key mistakes there for sure. Alright, so one person should be down in main. One person should be around this hook, I think. May have gone to like a corner, maybe. Not sure now. Not sure where they are, so they might bleed out on the ground. There's a very real possibility. A left. One of you down here. So there's one of you. I just don't know about the last one is the main problem. Oh, there you are. Well, thank you, bud, for showing yourself. I do appreciate it. And we're just gonna bring you up here on the hill, shall we, friend? Get this match over with. Best not to waste time, I think. And up you go, and that will be that. Not bad. I mean, that was a pretty good showing of what Oni could do. I do feel like they may have had a few misplays. But overall was pretty good. Cannot complain. But GG, well played to these survivors. Another brand new part. We're seeing a lot of brand new parts today, I swear. Shadow Step and Boon Circle of Healing makes sense why we didn't see any scratch marks downstairs in main. A lot of life. Sprint Burst, Dead Hard, which I don't think we saw the Dead Hard, so I get a sense they may have insta down that one. Just a sneaking suspicion. But with that being said, like I said, not feeling the greatest, so we are going to end the stream there. Question of the day, who do we want to raid? And I think we're going to go raid that one guy D. As always, guys, if you did enjoy the show, please make sure to hit that follow button. If you want to raid, though, check out our Actual Life campaign. We're trying to help your kids at... Oh, that's VIP. I mean, I'm fine with giving them VIP. If you want to raid, though, definitely check out our Actual Life campaign. We're trying to help your kids at Sanford Children's Hospital here in Fargo, North Dakota. But on that note, I'll see y'all tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST, as long as I'm not dying inside. But on that note, I'll see you then. Bye-bye!